wasting time. Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning in to Not Your Average Joe's podcast on a Sunday evening. We are your hosts, the Duke, KingGDB. We got our special host, Brandon, and also CELLY aka Caleb. What's up? Fashionably late, but
Back
just in time.
CELLY in the future crib.
Oi, oi, oi. But yeah, the background's looking nice still. It looks real. It looks
You
nice.
got a nice house there, CELLY. God damn.
Yeah, goddamn.
I mean,
You keep it
acting
clean.
money. The acting money coming through. I see you.
I'm dead.
So anyway, yeah. Just to introduce both of you, Brandon and CELLY. Hey, Brandon, this is CELLY. Well, we can't see Brandon right now, but he'll get himself sorted out.
All right.
Yeah.
So
nice to meet
you guys all good?
Meet you, Brandon.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, that's good. All right. Oh, and we have some viewers on already. We've got Vincent. Hey, what's up, Vincent? Just in time. We're gonna get ready for this topic, man. This is a bit of a sticky one still. What is it titled?
Mind if I grab a drink quickly?
Yeah, go ahead.
I just
Yeah,
need a little,
go ahead.
A little pick me up. Yeah, all right, cool. 1 second.
No, stay dry, motherfucker.
Get the Hennessy. Get the Hennessy. You're about to get lit.
The Hennessy.
I'm about to talk loose. I'm about to talk loose.
Oh,
reckless.
Well, yeah, let's do it. We're gonna be moving mad. Okay, so the title of this stream is "Why Do Some Male Improvement Platforms Promote Sex Work?" And then basically we have a few topics at hand: escorting, courting, or both. What do people personally prefer for themselves, and then their views on escorting. And then the little beef that's going on YouTube between all these male improvement platforms and why they're clashing on this message first, right? We want to figure that out. And then knowing that the UK legalized prostitution, so what makes it different to America where it's still illegal?
Wait, what?
You didn't know that?
Wait. You just can't
Okay,
say that.
let's jump at it.
Over it.
Wait. They legalize it.
The UK is actually it's actually legal in the UK.
No, I know some places it's legal, but I didn't know it's legal all over the UK.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's just still like underground
and that's
information. Yes, you can. The only thing that's limited is that you can't have organized prostitution. You can't have pimps or brothels. And so it's like, like a red light district, women have their own independence when it comes to selling for sex. So, it's legal in the UK compared to America where it's still illegal. People use like escort service in a way, but it's not guaranteed. So it's illegal there to transact with money, but people still do it under the scenes, right? But here it's like out in the open in the UK.
Wow.
Like Amsterdam, no problem about it. Yeah. But
so
how come we haven't normalized it?
Hey, babes, here's 50. And she's like, cool. And that's legal.
Yeah.
Wow,
yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. No one gets in trouble. The only thing is that is it safe for the sex worker because she's not allowed to have a male or someone who manages her, pimp. Yeah. No, she can't have that. Yeah, but if she does, they tend to still get someone. That person can still manipulate the situation. So it's still a risky business.
How does that work? What if it's a family member?
Yeah, that's fair. But who does family sex businesses? Adult situation.
Yeah,
that's weird.
I don't know who does it, but hey, you never know.
Like, oi, sis, you want to be moving bucks, yeah?
No, just
let's go.
I don't know these days. I'm a recluse, so I'm not out here like that.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, Brandon, did you know it was legal, right, in the UK?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I definitely know it's legal in the UK. Yeah, for sure.
Brandon,
yeah. So you know your stuff, yeah. You've been checking, researching.
Yeah, because basically, I have some history of that. I mean, my granddad is a pimp, you know what I mean? And I learned about some escorting. Yeah, and it is legal in the UK, but I think it's illegal. It's kind of funny. It's legal, but I don't know. It's still kind of illegal in a sense because some escorts can get arrested, from what I realized. But it is legal in the UK. US is illegal, and Europe is definitely legal. I think it's like a European thing, you know.
Yeah, I think that's why I kind of described the limitations to prostitution in the UK is that you can't have it organized like a brothel or a group of women working together. That's still illegal because they want to prevent human trafficking or exploitation.
And interesting.
So some who get arrested, if they're caught with a pimp.
It says you also can't solicit in a public place. You can't do the curb crawling, which is basically like walking around the curb, like back and forth, trying to get people.
All right.
And obviously owning and managing a brothel, pimping and pandering are considered crimes. So
there's some legal streets in north of England. I know there's one in Liverpool. You have to go to specific places to get street
like curb
walkers.
Crawling. But I think it's more like just a discretionary service where you either call, message, and or let people know like, hey, I'm looking for sex. Okay, cool. They don't want people to know it's happening. Pretty much, that's the whole gist of it. Like, let it happen in the shadows. No.
Yeah.
In the streets.
But hey, that's why we have the internet. I would assume it'll be easier if there's like a not social media platform, but like an internet website, you know, to help.
I thought it was called OnlyFans.
There are.
I thought it was called OnlyFans.
I mean, OnlyFans is just porn, paid porn, just obsession. I don't want to go into OnlyFans today. That's a big topic. Let's stick to this one because
it's too much.
It's still unraveling right now. You know, they've cancelled it. Women are in chaos right now.
Oh, that's we need to lay on that. We need to talk about that.
I've been laughing. I don't know about you guys. I've been laughing all week. When I first read the story, I was
let's go through the topic, bro. 1 second. Brandon, Vincent said that you come from a lineage of pimps. Are you gonna carry on the family business or?
Well, if I'm being honest, you know,
genuine.
I've always been attracted to, you know, girls that are submissive. You know, do whatever I tell them to do. You know, I want them to follow my lead, but at the same time, you know what I mean, I'm not really trying to pimp out a girl. I mean, that's kind of dead to me now, you know what I mean? But I take some principles from it, and I understand the benefits and I understand the disadvantages, you know, for sure.
Yeah, for real. Okay, I hear that. So you're not gonna carry on the family business? That's cool.
No, definitely not. That a long time ago.
Okay, fair enough.
It was legal since 1956.
Man. Yeah, legal prostitution in the UK.
It's not like Japan.
Why isn't it?
Japan is proper legal though. It's like brothel and everything. That's
it's out there, right? It's out there. Yeah. I mean, the people say in America that they need to legalize sex work to make it easier for everyone. But I'm thinking it hasn't made a difference in other countries that it is legalized. People are still act the same way. Men who are still desperate for intimacy, men who don't think sex work would work for them because they want to have burning desire. You know, we're gonna touch on that. So that we're gonna speak more on legalized prostitution in the UK, if it's changed anything, and then we're gonna address real quickly the Fresh and Fit beef with Abba and Preach, and basically it stems from this conversation. Do you want to touch on that right now? I can see Celly. He has a strong opinion.
Fresh and Fraud, and then
Fab and Fit.
Fab and Fit and Aber and Bitch. Aber and Bitch.
Okay.
He's ready, man. He's ready.
One thing. So clearly, okay, on this channel, I felt passionate about the situation. I don't know why I'm so invested in it, but I posted a video basically siding with Fresh and Fit because I had a perspective that was more, I was aware of the whole story compared to most people who are trying to figure it out. That I was like, hey, hold on, this is derailing a lot of information because a bigger platform is attacking a smaller platform. So I felt like I needed to voice it. And it blew up like 4.4K right now. I had to disable the dislike button. I don't care about dislikes. I just want people to listen. That's why it would. I want you to.
He knew.
I swear. No,
he knew there was no.
I don't mind hate. I don't.
He was on his own.
I don't mind the hate.
He was on his own.
No. If I wait,
they left you out there high and dry.
If you look at the stats, like at least 20% of people agree. 20% of people agree.
That's a small number.
That's fine.
That means 80. That means 80 were
that's fine. Hey,
Tell me.
What's up?
If you look at the statistics,
data and statistics. Yeah.
You look at the data and statistics, 80% means that the 80% is right. The majority is right.
So the balance of probabilities, right?
So you're wrong.
The balance of probabilities.
So you're just wrong.
I'm wrong.
The majority.
I got no facts.
If you look at the statistics, I mean, you gotta
the
fit argument, you know.
The balance of probabilities. Yeah, the balance of probabilities. I'm wrong. I get that. So it was like an hour video. I didn't edit it. I wish I'd. No, actually, it was raw and uncut. I reacted to the video, and hey, the views. I got the bit of clout from this wave, right? And then I did a second one yesterday, to show basically the receipts, addressing the allegation, debunking their point of view. I don't know who else has watched it, or you kind of ignored it. Did you see it, Sally?
I've seen a bit of it.
I've seen it, yeah.
You've seen it. Yeah. I covered with.
Go on. Sorry.
Go on. Yeah, I just covered the second video covers more evidence. Like it shows footage that I was surprised Fresh and Fit didn't even use, because they addressed a lot of things, but instead they went on a rant, a roast, and I guess they took the bait. And that was my point in the video, that these guys kind of flopped the situation. They could have handled it better, or they're taking advantage of this rage that they've caused on YouTube. So what do you guys think? Let's go one by one. Beyond that, let's start with CELLY.
Yeah, let's start with CELLY.
Listen, look, listen. If your
views on both channels,
both channels. To be quite fair, Fresh and Fit, for me, it took a bit of warming up to, because they were quite new and they seemed They seemed at first to be outrageous to me, but they have some good points. I see what they're doing. I'm not against what they're doing, to be honest. They're like the duo. It's like Kevin Samuels needing a partner. That's what I've noticed. Like Fresh is like that partner to Myron. In this case, they said that he's Kevin Samuels. He's got a partner, and that's basically what it is. But it was their reaction. It was their reaction to the whole thing, because I think they misstepped completely. Because if you watch Abba and Preach, they have no prisoners. If they want to do a video on you, they will do a video on you without reservations. So from what I see, it like something that was supposed to be business as usual turned into personal thing, which Fresh and Fit made it a bit personal. Because it didn't have to go down that route. I get it, they collab, but it doesn't mean that they're best friends. It does not mean that they gotta continue being nice. Because I've seen Abba and Preach do videos on other people and no one says a thing. I mean, Skippy, anyone? Like, if you know, like them guys go hard on Skippy and no one says a thing. So yeah.
Were they on Skippy's podcast?
Huh?
Were they on Skippy's podcast?
No.
Oh, okay.
They were not. But I'm just. That
was the point I was making as well.
That was just an example to say that when they go after somebody, they don't hold back. So so it's the same way as, and I get what you mean, Duke. When you say that they went on their podcast, so there should be some kind of respect there. But at the same time, if you know you got content to make and you see something that was off, would you just trade that bit in just because you done a video with them, would you just stop doing what you normally do, whether this was anyone else? So that's the part that I'm talking about when I say that when I say that Abba and Preach had no they didn't have any, there was nothing wrong in them covering it, and there was nothing wrong
when it comes to the topic that they were discussing, which is fine. I think that if they had a disagreement, that was fine. It was the way they approached it. It wasn't like, oh, we disagree with these guys. It was more like, we disagree and we want to mock them for their views. So with that topic alone, right? No, but wait. With Fresh and Fit, when they disagreed with the idea of transactional sex or sex work, right? And then Abba and Preach were like, no, it should be okay. What side do you kind of take on that topic? You personally?
Well, you know me. I don't agree with all of these things. I wish it was illegal all through. So I don't side with the fact that it should be legalized. I don't side with it, but I know that these guys do though. So so, and I think it got away from I think when Abba and Preach were first talking about it, they were on topic. They didn't make it personal. They didn't go after Fresh and Fit saying that their studio is this. They ain't got they are fake. They just said that they were capping based on what they were talking about in the video, like having a woman's soul for them. Like I remember him mentioning that, like Fresh, when Fresh said that he wanted a woman's soul, and then a lot of people forget as well. A lot of people forget as well. These guys are comedians, so everything that they do will come across as words. Yeah, exactly. Because from a comic standpoint, I get it. I watch comedians regularly. I get it. Because these guys were just like, you ain't got no one. So normally when you hear that, you would think that they're dissing him. They're not dissing him. They're not mocking him. It's just it's like what comedians do to like kind of deliver a joke in the moment. And I think that's what was happening. They were just joking around the concept, but at the same time still staying on their point of making it legalized. And if someone wanted to pay for it, they shouldn't be banished because of it, because that was the main point of it. It was like they shouldn't really be trying to discourage everyone and call everyone saints just because they're paying for it. It's they were arguing
Celly.
Go on.
Yeah, for example, your strong view is you hope it's illegal.
Yeah.
You hope it's never like legalized. So they can say the same about how you. So that's fine if you disagree, and then you, as comedians, you can mock them like it's a joke. Fair enough. But the issue they had was that they had the discussion on air. They had it during that conversation, but they didn't have those. They didn't bring out those strong views they had. They had it in a separate video 4 months later. So they felt betrayed. It's like, hey, we would engage with you with that debate. We can agree to disagree, but you didn't even raise that issue with us. And now you've kind of made a video about us mocking our views. I don't mind. I didn't mind the first video, but I can see where they were coming from in the sense like, hey, you can't argue. We can't argue the point now. We can't argue what you think was wrong. You called me a liar that I can't get girls, that I'm a beta, or it's like, hey, what's the point? So I guess they ranted. They took it too far. Yeah. So they saw it as they took it too far, and the way they reacted to it was also too far. In a way, it was like they should have fought by it. It was also live.
Yeah. To be quite fair, and going back to what you said, like maybe these guys realized at that moment that they've got content here that they could do on their own site, and they thought, right, rather than do it here, let's turn this into this. We don't know what happened. Like I don't know why it took them 4 months. They said that Abba said that he forgot.
A bit,
Abba said that he forgot to do it because they were gonna do a video on it a lot earlier, but they forgot to do it, and things got out of control. That's what I meant when I said if you got content to produce, yeah, why would you hold back just because you collab with these guys? Why would you hold back?
No, it's not. Like, it's not about holding back. It's not even about holding back. It's just the level, like understanding that the topic they had, they didn't address it there. It's like, are you afraid to disagree with them? You know,
that's the point. I don't think they were afraid to address it there. I just think that they thought it's better to come at it from this angle rather than give them everything. Let's cut this show on their channel and bring it on our channel as well. That's what I think was I agree with that. I agree with that. I agree with that. That's what I think was going to happen. So when it come back to their channel now, they run the video, but the thing is, Myron and Fresh, they took it way too personal. I watched their channels again, and I'm like, no, this is especially when he started talking about the man's wife. Listen, Drake got destroyed for just mentioning the girl's name. Again, he didn't even call her out. He just mentioned Richez's wife's name on a song, and he got destroyed. And you think you calling a woman, a man's girl, a blubber whale somewhere? You think that's gonna? No way. No, it was always gonna be beef after that because like they brought the beef. I think if you watch Abba and Preach's video, you don't get the vibe of a beef. You just laugh at the fact that this guy actually thought that if he actually thought that girls cared for him.
Beta.
Yeah, he was basically.
That's why
they were clowning. No, like they were clowning. Yeah, but a little bit to make them look like idiots. Like they were no proof.
Yeah, in fact, a lot of people. That's what I was telling Celly.
That's why I go for the video.
Yeah, I was telling Celly that people mocks Fresh for his stuttering, his communication. Like they can't believe that he can even get girls. Like in the beginning when we first saw them, you couldn't believe him. We saw that for a while. Yeah, and then we saw.
I still think that
from their stories.
He's probably paid.
From their stories,
he's probably paid.
Is the way.
Did you just say?
From the stories, the communication. Yeah. So it's like I guess he was offended by that. If someone is telling you that you don't have a chance or you're beta, I guess he took it as an offense rather than it's just a joke. So people who've watched Fresh and Fit. They have a habit of roasting other platforms that come for them. They've done it before a few months ago, and they even have a chef hat. You saw it when they brought it out. So to them, it was meant to also be fun and games. I don't know why they deleted the stream.
Business as usual.
I don't know why they apologized. I don't know why they apologized.
That's the thing. Why did they delete all the videos? They should have kept it up because the edit makes it look worse. They should have kept the first response up. That's what I think.
But it's a teachable moment.
You know,
they use it as a teachable moment. So when you overstep your bounds, you take responsibility and you apologize. And guess what?
Enough.
Once you've apologized and you said, "Look, we're sorry," you've apologized on your whatever, and on your live, and on your actual platform. Now you've said your piece. You said, "Good luck to those guys," and if they keep making videos about you, who looks bad now? Because that's how I feel now.
No. No, I know what you're gonna say as well. Like, in no way in hell, in no way in hell, based on what they said in their video, in their rebuttal video, based on what they said, they cannot. It's not one of those ones where you just
take it back.
Where you just because they said too much. Like this man, we're talking about boxing these guys. I mean, like really. They were talking about boxing matches. They were talking about blubber wells somewhere.
They can still. You can't say all these things. The only thing that was actually detrimental in that was a blubber whale. That was it. Everything else was free game.
That's my man's wife, man.
I know.
That was uncalled for. But I'm saying everything else is fine. Like boxing, let's fight. That's entertainment. Who doesn't want to see that? That's okay, but the blubber whale was the only bad thing. Apologize for that. That was an overstep.
They can't apologize for that.
Yes, you can. If you don't want to take the apology, that's on you. But I apologize. I said my piece.
They actually did on live.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
They did on live. Yeah.
If you don't want to take that apology,
let's move on.
That's not my fault. That's on you. I said my piece.
Exactly.
I realized my mistake, and I stepped up.
No one's dead.
Took accountability and said, "Hey, I was wrong. I made a mistake."
Do you think
that's what you're supposed to do?
Do you think they would have done that if they didn't lose followers?
Wait, Sally. Are you a Christian?
Yeah, I'm a Christian.
So what are you talking about then?
Forgiveness.
Stop it.
I'm asking. It's a genuine question. It's a genuine question. Yes, it's a genuine question. Do you think they would have done that? Do you think that they would have done that? Do you think that they would have done that if they were not losing followers?
I don't think they would have done that if Abba and Preach made that video. If it was they would have just ignored it, because it was even within a live stream that they were just like, okay, we're gonna roast, we're gonna insult, and then move on. So they didn't even think about what they've been doing. That's why they had to revisit. If they wouldn't have done it, they wouldn't have done it.
Apologize, because you know what? People are loving it. People are eating it up. It's entertainment. But if people don't like something, it means you're wrong. So when you're wrong, you apologize. You might be blinded by your own ego, and the fact that people say and are not messing with it, it shows that you're wrong. So you accept that and you take it on the chin, as they did. That's what you're supposed to do. And as a Christian, you take that apology and say, fair enough, you are wrong. Because how do you know you're wrong if people are not going against you? If you say something rude, crass, obnoxious, and everyone goes, yeah, you think you're correct. But if everyone goes, no, mate, that's a bit mad, then you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Fair point.
Consensus. People tell you when you're wrong or right. If the majority was like, you're right, then they keep it going. If the majority says you're wrong, you stop it. And that's what they did. Stop the beat. We're losing. Your money's leaking out the podcast right now. Let's stop this. So
no, it's fair enough.
Mad,
hey. Yeah, Brandon, you weren't able to cover this in detail. You kind of heard about it. What do you think about the situation? Like, which side do you think we're in the right or wrong? You know, when it comes to both platforms.
Based on what I heard about it, I would say that Fresh and Fit are correct in their assessment, because I personally would agree with them. I understood why it was on secret arrangements. I understood why they use Tinder and all these other dating apps, and they don't really advocate for paying for women. But Abba and Preach, the thing is that Abba and Preach, they don't really look like good-looking guys. I mean, they're not groomed. They don't cut their hair. They look like garbage.
This is a roast.
East African guy, the Afro.
He's going after everyone.
I've one thing I've
no, this is good.
He don't even trim his hair properly. You know what I mean? Like, he looks dirty.
Which one?
The light skin one. He looks dirty.
Oh, okay.
He looks garbage. He looks vile. He looks horrible. He looks
Abba means father, by the way. Father.
You know what I mean?
Have you ever seen Abba with his shape up?
Never.
I have in the older videos. But like
when he had small hair.
Barely.
I mean, he's healthy for someone who's worth a lot of money. That's what people are saying, is that he doesn't have a good
but you can't judge a man like that, man. You can't judge a man like that. You can't judge a man.
Image is still important on that level. That's how they see it. So that's the thing. The roast session with Fresh and Fit, they pointed that out. Like he dressed bummy when they came in. Like, okay, let's say you're going to a function or you're going to a motive or a podcast. You're going to dress up a little bit. Apparently, he looked very monk-ish. Like he just did, like in sandals. He wasn't. Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter. But it's just that
no.
People,
perception matters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't show up like that. Like, you can't actually just show up. Like, if they tell you come for an interview and you show up like that, what's happening? You're not getting the job. You can't just be rocking up monkish like that, bro. Come on now. Abba, put some effort in.
If they roasted on that and they left it to that, that would have been good.
Because look.
He
advocates for laziness. If you think about it, he advocates for laziness.
He advocates for laziness. Oh,
if you actually think about it, the path less trod on, the path less traveled, the harder path sometimes is the better path to take because you learn more skills on that path.
Why do you sound Korean?
For you to just pay me. Why do you sound Korean? Why do you sound Korean? Well, I do review a lot of Korean music. I'm not gonna lie. I do review a lot of Korean music.
Well, how did you guess Korean? I don't know where. I mean, I don't know. I don't get a reference.
Watching Kim Convenience. You know the show Kim's Convenience.
Yeah.
I've been watching it non-stop. Yeah, so I'm trying to know is like because I know Given watches a lot of anime. So I'm trying to know is like that little differences. Yeah,
but I know. But yeah, as I was saying, he fully advocates for laziness. Like the harder path, you learn more skills on the harder path. Yeah, it's easy for me to work 9 to 5 for the rest of my life and do that. Why not? You know, I'll get paid very well. You know, it'll be okay. I can live okay, comfortably. You know, not many holidays, maybe 2 or 3 holidays a year, and I'll be fine. But if you want to excel, you have to put in more work. If you want to live a better life, you have to put in more work. I'm preaching of this notion of, you're okay where you are. You don't need to do this. You don't need to do that. As long as you're happy just living your basic life, be happy. You know, you don't need to do all this extra stuff. It's not for everyone. If it's not for you, it's not for you. How is that motivating to anyone who like if you I'm telling you, it's like those calorie counters, you know, those people who tell you, no, for real. Like Coach Greg, there's a guy who's what do you call it?
I know Coach Greg.
Yeah. He talks about how people need to be healthy. And there's all these people who do intuitive eating. Yeah, you just look at the plate and you kind of guess your calories. You kind of guess how much you're eating. That's what Urban Fresh is. That's what Urban Fresh is. You know what I mean? Count your calories and know what you're actually eating. That's Fresh and Fit. Know your caloric intake.
So you're critiquing their platform.
They're basically, that's what they do though. That's what they do. Like I'm not gonna lie, I like what they do. I enjoy that content. But if you think about it, they advocate, especially in this sense, they're advocating for you to be mediocre and be lazy. Like sometimes you just want to be lazy, so be lazy. Okay. You think the people at the top don't pay for it? Yeah. The people at the top can pay for it because they have abundance. You know what I mean? They have abundance of money. For them, it's nothing. You can't then take your $50 that you need to buy food here and just spend out on what you need. Like, you know what I mean? It doesn't make sense. You know what I'm saying? How often do people need to go in?
So those the contrast,
the money, the abundance.
So the contrast with them having 1 million subscribers, it took them 8 years to get to that point. You know, turtle growth versus Fresh and Fit. Under a year, they've reached that point, and they're skyrocketing, and their work ethic is insane. We can see that.
Exemplary.
Right?
Don't try and wait.
No, wait.
Okay.
Wait. I'm trying to ask Gibb. I'm trying to figure what King G is saying is that. Do you think that Abba Preach, when they went on their show, whether they viewed them as guys who lack integrity because of how their work ethic is compared to them? Do you feel like maybe they were clashing based on that ideology? Because I remember what Abba said. He was trying to say that, oh, you live in Miami, you live in a bubble. Not everyone wants this type of lifestyle. You know, it's like, oh, you're just living a dream, basically.
It's true.
Is it wrong for them to live that dream?
No, it's not wrong. But I'm just saying, what they're not getting from it is you can it's not about living that lifestyle, it's about making yourself the best person you can be so you can live whatever lifestyle you want without any worry of you getting things. You know what I mean? That's what Fresh and Fit saying. You be the best you can so you can get whatever you want to get in your life. Whether that's a woman who supports you and you marry and you have a good life with her, get that if that makes you happy. Whether that's you going around, smashing everyone, the whole town, if that's what you want to do, do that. That's your. But you've worked hard to get to that point, so you can do what you want. You know what I mean? You're your own man at that point. Yeah. Same with Abba and Preach saying about the people on that level. Like, oh, you don't think people on the level pay for sex? They do, because you know why? Money is nothing to them. To an average guy, $50 mass. That could be gas money to get from A to B. That could be, food for the next week. No, for real, it matters. People living paycheck to paycheck. They can't afford to just spend the money like that. So Fresh and Fit is saying, hey, save yourself some money and spend that money in investing, in business, in yourself, and just use that extra time you have
not chasing coochie.
Chase coochie, but in the process, improve your social skills, your networking skills, and that will give you a better standing to when you elevate to those levels. You can now do anything you want to do, whether you want to pay for it, whether you want to talk to people and get it. You're sorted. You're winning. Every avenue you can take because you have all the doors open. Whereas if you just pay, that's the only door you have open. You know what I mean? If you don't learn those skills. But that's, again, it's a personal choice and people can choose to do that. I think Abba and Preach got stuck on the whole point about, not everybody wants to do that. Not everybody wants to do that.
Of
course not everybody wants to do that because people are lazy.
Hold on, no. That's where Abba and Preach, they were actually saying that that if someone wants to pay for it, they can pay for it. If someone doesn't want to pay for it, they don't have to pay for it. That people should be left. That people should be left to choose to do what they want to do without. Yeah.
That's where I rewatched those points, and they were. That's what Fresh and Fit was saying. That if you want to pay for box, then pay for box. But Abba and Preach was like, what makes you think that paying for box is not for you, and just because you had one bad experience, they were mocking it.
They were mocking it because of the fact that they were shaming because Fresh and Fit were shaming those that were
they weren't. That's the thing. They weren't. They weren't.
They were shaming those that were paying for it though. That they were actually making
KingGDB. Did you watch that interview with Abba and when Preach was on the live stream? They said that the guys they talk to, the program they run basically is to teach guys how not to pay for sex. Essentially, that's what a lot of these game people do on the red pill community. They teach men that, hey, you have to kind of work to attract women on your own. They would not go to these men for help if they're paying for sex, because what's the point in learning game if you're just gonna give money to get that transaction? Yeah. So it's like, hey, we tell guys who listen to us, don't pay for box. They didn't mock men who do.
It's a skill set.
Yeah. In fact, they even had. I remember watching the Kevin Samuels interview they had on their show. Kevin was describing escorting, and they didn't say no, that's a bad thing. They're like, okay, high value men do that. Rich men should do that, because they need to value more of their time, and money is less, as KingGDB said. Yeah, so they've never taken the position. They've never taken a position of bashing men who pay for sex. They're saying you don't have to. This is the way you don't have to. Period.
Look, I think what they're bashing is the people who that's their only resort. Maybe that's who they're probably shaming a little bit. Like, if that's your only way, like if you actually have no social skills and that's the only way to get it, you need to work on something. Like, you need to actually work on social skills, because it's not just helping you, it's going to help you in the long run. Whether if you have kids, it's going to help those kids. If you have a partner, it's going to help you communicate better with your partner. It's just all around, it's better for you. I don't get why it's so wrong to better yourself in your communication skills. And the hardest place to better yourself is with the opposite sex, because it's harder. You have to think about it.
Question: would you guys rather court or escort?
Court. That was the title, court, because it's not for everyone.
I'm just.
I need a burning desire. I need a burning desire. I need her soul.
No, I wouldn't court. No.
Go on, Brandon.
This is the 21st. This is the 21st century. So essentially, people decide what they want to do. You know what I mean? Courting is something of the past. You know, you courting should only really be done for a girl that likes you. You know, you don't want to be beta boxing for a girl that don't like you. You know what I mean? You don't want to be wasting your pockets for a girl that don't like you. Because a lot of these guys, they ain't gonna make that much money. You know what I mean? Like, most likely in their life, you don't want to be spending all your money on a girl that's 50-50 of you. You go on a date with her, you court her, and then she's like, you know what? Like, you're kind of not really what I go for, and then you've wasted all that money on this girl that don't even like you. You've probably been banged out many times. Probably got a smelly vajayjay. You know, she got saggy tits.
Oh, you know what I mean? I didn't get the soundbite.
When you say that,
I didn't get the soundbite.
You know what I mean? Like, her horrible feet. You know what I'm saying? Don't forget the feet. Don't forget the feet. You know, like she might be showing up in high.
Manicure is important.
Weird. You know what I mean?
Brandon, you just reminded me. He just reminded me of a memory that I had. I think it was my first date. I proper dressed up and everything. Yeah. I looked sexy. I was fully suited out. My first day, I was ready. I was like, yes, I'm gonna show this girl a good time. Then she's gonna be mine forever. I literally listen.
Stupid,
I
I'm
took
not
her
gonna let
out.
you get the chance.
Hey,
that's what she said. That's what she said.
I took her out. Yeah, I took her out. She turned up. She turned up. She didn't even look.
Okay.
She didn't even look for the part. She didn't even. I mean, I was overdressed, but the place that we were going to was normal. It was casual. What I was wearing was casual. But she was too casual. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get you.
So I get what you're saying, Brendan. Like, you don't want to take these people out on dates that don't have that interest in you properly. Yeah. But the question is, so why would you want to escort then?
Oh, I would not. Yeah, escorting is really, there's really a couple reasons why someone would want to get an escort. I think the first reason is someone who needs to have sex as soon as possible and they don't want to play the game, because if you want to have just sex, you have to play the game. Unfortunately, man, you have to play the game.
You still need game.
And then the second reason is because people have an addiction to it, because they've been doing it since they've been at uni and now they're addicted to it. And you know, like I said, adultwork.com, vivastreet.com is right at the touch of your hands, right at your fingertips. You know what I mean?
True.
You've got big back Brazilian girls, big back ebony girls, big back white girls. You got the world is your oyster. You pick whatever you want. £60 an hour, £140 an hour, bareback.
Paying for the premium.
Yeah, I mean, premium extra service.
So that's you know what the point people make. Okay, so people who rely on it so much, and then you've got rich men who maybe some of them have game, a lot of them don't. But they have the money to pay for escorts. So they get high-end escorts so they could do extra beyond things with them, going bareback or someone who's clean. So that's what go on.
I was just going to say, like, there is a level of alpha you can be, like, say, Andrew Tate, yeah? If you see what he does, he moves mad.
That guy.
And his women, he can say, do this, do that, they will do it. And you know why? Because he is that guy. You know what I mean? He is that guy.
Do you guys know who Andrew Tate is?
Oh, yeah,
you know
I know
Andrew Tate is? Yeah.
I've heard the name. I've heard the name, but nothing.
Could you describe what he does, King G?
Huh? So basically, he owns, he basically owns like a few casinos and whatnot in Romania. And he owns like a lot of like teaching men businesses or whatnot. And then he also does like trading, crypto and all that stuff. And he's a self-made millionaire. He was a four-time kickboxing world champion. His brother was like a two-time boxing champion. And so they basically do all this stuff and they just travel the world having a good time. And then they vlog it on their channel, Tate Confidential. A lit channel. I guarantee you go watch it. It will gas you up. It will make you want to get a friendship group that is solid and do wild stuff. I'm telling you, it's mad. It's mad.
It
will make you want to spend money you don't even have. Because their whole mentality is, do what you want. Just make us more money than you can spend. That's the goal. That's the goal. And that's the point. You want your life to be free from constraint, free from restrictions, and the best way to do that is to get money. And what he says is, for you to be content with a 9-to-5 and like living a normal life, living a normal job, is for you to be content with essentially slavery. Because he says rules. No,
isn't that mocking the average man?
No, he says no, but he is mocking the average man because he says rules are made for average people. Put it this way,
I think that's going too far. Man.
No, but listen. Put it this way, Let's say you're a billionaire, or a millionaire. You commit a crime. You have to pay a fine. You pay that fine. It's fine. You can commit the crime. You just have to pay the fine. And if money is of no object to you, you can pay the fine. You see what I'm saying? So to you, essentially, the rules are kind of, you can bend the rules and do what you want. Again, if you do something crazy, You can hire the best lawyers if you've got the money. If you know you can always make more money than you spend, you can hire the best lawyers and they'll defend you. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm getting at?
So he's speaking for the dream for the 10%, basically. If
that's
you
what I'm saying.
He's
saying if you want to be that top, like that, being that top level guy affords you certain things that no average man will afford. Like during this Corona crisis, he had medical papers made for him, official medical papers made for him, and he traveled wearing no mask, no nothing. And he could go to any country, lockdown or not. Private jet. They let you in. They don't check nothing. They don't do nothing because you're elite. You see what I'm saying? Rules are made to be followed by the people who can't afford to overcome them. That's basically what he says. And to be honest, if you see him living his life in the pandemic, you're looking at it like, so I'm in lockdown and this guy is driving his Ferraris across borders. How? Explain that to me, how this guy is going from Romania all the way to Germany, all the way to Italy in his cars in lockdowns. It doesn't make sense. So this is what I'm saying,
when you watch him.
Yeah, so this is what I'm saying. Like, for guys like Fresh and Fit, they just want to get to the point where they elevate beyond the point of they can do what they want and live the life they want to choose. So that's the whole point. Make the money so you can live and choose to live the life you want to live. That's pretty much the message. And for Abba and Preach to say, you can live, mediocre. Like mediocrity is good. Like I can't. That's the only message from Abba and Preach I can rock with. Like mediocrity is good. If you want to pay for it, you should pay for it. It's like, yeah, that's great advice, guys. That's great advice. Solid.
I think they say that because they just want to appease to the vast majority of the audience. You know what I mean? That's all it is.
They could be amazing marketers of their content because they might even know what they're doing. And honestly, it's crazy. Wait, hold on. Anthony just says, "Does it matter how you get the money? If you don't get caught, it doesn't matter."
Illegal. If you don't get caught, what do you mean? If you don't get caught, why do you wait?
Hey,
why do you
listen?
it's illegal?
No. I'm just saying. Like, no. I'm just saying because that's what he's asking.
Keep it legitimate.
The question does not suggest legitimate means. The question suggests illegitimate means. So I'm answering that part of the question. I'm just saying, hey, get your money how you get it. Just don't get caught.
Okay. Or maybe evading taxes or something like that. Like what a lot of rich people
do. What you need to do, bro. I'm not here to regulate your life, man. If you are that top percent guy and you made your way through life and you earned your keep, do what you want with it, man. I'm not like the police, bro. I don't care. The IRS will come for you, not me. Like, leave that to them. But
Well, what I would say about this is when it comes down to mentality, I know that me growing up, I was always that guy who wanted to grind. I wanted the best of the best. But when you're around certain people, friends who are comfortable where they are, they've gotten a job, they've gotten the career they desired, so they want to start a family, and I guess that's good for them. I think that's their goal, and I can't look down on that because I'm more driven, more ambitious. You know what I mean? It's like, what more can you do? So if people like Andrew Tate, Fresh and Fit are pushing a lot of these sort of, let's say 20% of men think the way we do. Yeah. The other 90% or 80% aren't for it. And so they will gravitate towards Abba and Preach. So it's like, I think that's just how we are made. Like in civilization, only the 10% of minds are willing to go the extra mile.
Go the extra mile. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
So we leave them to be,
Hold on. So you're saying that I'm destined to be a bum then?
Whoa.
That's what Andrew Tate said.
Because I'm listening to Abba and Preach. So I'm gravitating.
Did you hear what I said? Oh shit! That's how you took it.
No, but this is what I'm saying. If you're listening to, you're destined to be like, again. What is the thing people say? People say most of the time about you are who you hang around with. You are what you listen to. You are what what you uphold, the values you uphold. So if you're listening to Abba and Preach and they're telling you, hey, you can do, you're a unicorn, you can pay for it and it's okay, you can live your life and you don't need to do anything, you don't need to try. As long as you're happy, just living a mediocre life. Be like, this is personally for me. Like I can't take that. I can't be content knowing that these guys are pushing me nowhere. To essentially just, essentially pushing me to just be like casual while they're making money off me listening to their casual advice. You know what I mean? I'd rather listen to someone trying to push me to make more money, and then I make more money, than listen to someone who's pushing me for just do what you just keep doing what you're doing, and then you just make them rich. You know what I mean?
No,
and they look bummy for you, just to appease you. Like, we're still the same. We got millions. We're still the same.
In my opinion, I think
Brandon.
I personally think a lot of content creators, they leech off of people who come from deprived backgrounds who don't know any better. You know what I mean? Because if you're deprived and you're not doing anything with your life, the first thing that comes to your brain is girls. You know what I mean? So it's easy money for people to prey on someone like that, because you don't really, I mean, like learning game and things like that, there are good salesmen, but there's also a lot of snake oil salesmen. So you have to be very, very careful with who you give your money to, man, because this is big money. This is.
You want to name names?
Yeah, I could say names. So, for example, a content creator I personally think is full of rubbish. I would say Donovan Sharpe. Donovan Sharpe.
Oh, he's coming for us. He's coming.
More like Donovan Blunt.
Why? Why Donovan? First of all, let's go one by one.
Sharpe is full of rubbish. It's because, first of all, he lied about his wife. You know what I mean? He lied. He said his wife was 32 or 34, and his wife is actually 46, 47. You know what I mean? That already is a lie. And then he pretending to go to the gym.
I didn't know about this.
Like he bulked up a bit, and he's using lighting to make him seem like he's got definition when he doesn't have any definition. And he came out with some program called Womanese, which makes no sense. It's full of garbage.
The nature of women, yeah,
that makes no sense. There's no evidence that proves any of what he says is true, and he's just a weird guy. You know what I mean? He's just a weirdo. He's weird, man. You know what I mean? And then you have this King Richez. You know what I mean? King Richez, who I'm gonna bang up one day.
Let's talk about him. Wait, before you go on, before you mention him, you were actually on his show a few times.
Yeah.
Have you guys heard of King Richez? King G and Celly?
No.
He's a UK YouTuber. He has about 34. He has about 34. Yeah. And he's UK guy, basically does what those other guys do, and he takes callers. So Brandon was on there a few weeks ago, actually, and you were called a troll. So you want to describe your relationship with King Richez?
Yeah, well, the thing is, King Richez is a couple years older than me. He's from the area I'm from. Well, he's from like basically 15 minutes away from me, South East London. But he lives in Kent. He makes videos on female nature and other rubbish. Like, he tells people to get power, you know what I mean, to get power and all this stuff. But at the end of the day, you know, he just complains about multiple different things, you know what I mean? And as of recent, his views have been going down. You know, he's on his last legs. You know what I mean? He's trying to...
why is that? Do you know why?
Because he cares too much about what people think. Like, people are saying he's complaining all the time. And then he stopped making complaining videos of women. And now he's making rubbish content again. And no one even watches it. Like, it only gets like a couple thousand views. You know what I mean? No one's interested. And he has a very high victim mentality. He's just a very victim type of person. He just cries about everything. He's a disgrace to all Nigerians. He's a disgrace to Nigerians. Yeah.
Did you hear that, Celly? Did you hear that? Yeah. No, actually, I can back what Brandon's saying. I've been on his show as well. I've been a caller. I didn't show my face, but yeah, he comes off very sensitive to certain things. Like, I'm having a constructive conversation, and he just derails. He's just like, "What are you talking about? We don't have the same experience." I'm like, "Oh, chill, bro." Like I said, focus.
You've been on his show,
focus.
King Richez.
Yeah, I was on his show once, and he got really heated based on a very simple argument we were having, and I was just like, "Yo, bro, focus," because he would raise his voice. And I do that to people who get erratic. Like, I would debate you, and then if I notice that you're triggered, I'll make you feel, you know, small. Like, oh, well, are you okay? Like, who hurt you? I do that. So he blocked me. He took me off. So,
man said shaming language.
Yeah,
shaming tactics.
I didn't mean to. I wanted a normal conversation, but he just took it too fast. I was like, okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna respect you for just like leave it. So Brandon's been on a few times.
Yeah.
I do that a lot. Brandon went on a few times. You troll, but it's actually entertaining when you trolled him a few times. What was the last thing you were talking about with him? Like,
yeah. So the last thing we were talking about is I used so I have a toolbox of different techniques. You know what I mean? So I basically triggered him where it hurts. So I told him about the punching bellies. I just mentioned punching bellies. You know what I mean? Because if you don't know, he's had a couple abortions, and I just said he punched some women.
All right, okay.
Nah,
I remember this now. I forgot. Chill.
Man went for the jugular.
Chill. Yeet. I need to find the sound bites. Fuck.
That's crazy.
Okay. You were trolling, right?
Yeah.
But overall, I did enjoy King Rich's content before when he was first on, like a few years back. But I noticed that there was a change in his presentation that he needs to fix. So when it comes to watching these content creators, we know it's a lot of personalities, and we want to make sure we handle our platform in a way to not deter people away. So we are open to different views, and we won't attack you for it. That's what we're willing to do. But hey, we've got a fan of King Richez in the comments. Richez is my G. I mean, we can have an open panel, whoever wants to, debate it or anything. But then overall, hey, Richez can do what he can do. Like there's space for everyone, overall. But when he has an open, top platform, and he debates people, he needs to kind of chill. In a way, let's talk on the bigger platform, Kevin Samuels. He wants to review that. When he speaks to people, when he has conversations, and he has his callers, how do you think he handles it? Is it correct, or is it like a bit off? Anyone?
I'd say he handles it right.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I like how he handles it. Some of these women need to be told the truth. They need to be clamped down. They need to be strangled down. They need to be chucked in the bin. You know what I mean?
Oi. You're just using metaphors. Okay.
Yeah, like the way he's speaking is some of these women, they get with guys that are kind of soft. You know what I mean? So this is the first time they're actually being told. You know what I mean? Like, no, like, be quiet. Don't talk when I'm talking. A lot of these guys that are with these girls, they're so enamored by their girlfriend. They don't talk to girls like that. So this is like a reality check. However, I must say, there are some things I disagree with. You know what I mean? Obviously, I think he's quite effeminate, in my opinion. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like
you don't hold back, do you?
Yeah, like he just talks about money, like money. Like, come on, man.
Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin Samuels. Yeah, like he just talks about money. Yeah, man, that's just my opinion.
Is there something wrong with the way he talks about money?
He's just making it seem like the only way a man can get what he wants is with money. I mean, if you want to believe that, then believe that. You know what I mean? I'm not saying you can't. You, of course, if you get a lot of money, you'll be able to get a 10 out of 10. You know what I mean? But that 10 out of 10 is only with you for your money. So once you go broke, don't come complaining, saying you're MGTOW and, develop behavioral problems, because of some girl that used you for your money,
You know what? For a while, I would have disagreed with you. Like, oh, no, he's teaching men to grind and to focus on sort of leading with their money. That's what he says. But then it got to a point where he doubles down on this escorting business thing. Like he did that in his stream this week. He was trying to reinforce the idea that you should have transactions like high value men pay for sex. High value men pay for sex. I'm just like, yo, why are you bringing this over and over again? It sounds like he's into that more than marriage, because anytime he kind of brings up the conversation on escorts, he's actually implied that you can wife an escort. I heard him say it on another show. I'll bring a clip. But
no,
in a way,
I'll side with you. He has said that.
Yeah. He has, in a way, he's kind of the term. You know, when we say that you can't turn a housewife in a hoe into a housewife, I think he disagrees. that's how I've seen it. I don't know how else to describe it, but he has a lot of things correct. But then when it comes to dealing with women as men, he kind of makes it seem as if the wallet, and that's it. And I'm thinking, mate, you mean married twice? Are you sure this, you know?
I thought it was 4 times you've been married.
I just say, I'm not a. I'm just saying.
I thought it was 4 times
you've been married twice.
I mean, sure this is the right way to go?
Relationship. Look, hey, I don't mind the heat, but when he describes his situations, like right now, he's seeing someone. There's a chance it could be an escort. You know, because the way he promotes it so much.
You know what I hear? Yeah?
I don't know if he has. Yeah, go on.
Makes sense. It makes sense because look, if he thinks money will get everything, escorts essentially know that the money they get, is for them to provide a certain service, whether that's the girlfriend, boyfriend service, or like a marriage service, or the whole package, the whole shebang. So for him, he's willing to provide a good lifestyle for that person, for them to play that role for the rest of their lives. You see what I'm saying? Because they're professionals.
For the rest, so are you
pay
saying
the escort
that
for the rest of their lives for them to be like a doting wife? You see what I'm saying? You pay them for a night
to the impression,
to be like a wife, an impression of a wife, or they be a submissive, they're loyal, So he's basically saying,
that's economical.
Okay, let me just pay this. Let me just give you money for the rest of your life as my wife.
Are you kidding me? Just get a wife. I don't get it.
No, that's what it's saying.
But the professional.
King G is saying that you can buy a wife
because they value the money. Because they value the money, and they know, I will never go hungry again with this person. So he's gonna provide me with this, and I'll provide him with the exact services that he needs. So it's pretty much like having a wife on like a contract, a contract payment system.
He's implying that rich men do this more. He's implied that because he can afford escorts, right? And he could do this type of arrangement, that he can bag a wife like that. That's what he's implying. I really focus on his narrative. I don't try and just misstep on what he says, but I've heard him over and over insinuate this, and it's scary because I know I'm not gonna move like that when I'm wealthy. I want to be with someone who, she's attracted to my status in my career, but does she respect me the same way as she would respect someone who earns less than me or who whatever? Because money comes in relationships is a big deal, but it's the way it's going. It's like, I'm only here for the money. What about what about her soul? What about the burning desire? I'm gonna bring this up. I don't care.
The money,
because there's a difference. There's a difference.
Man can say, hey babe, I got 2 racks for you. Burning desire. She goes burning desire. She turns burning desire mode on. Bow. There you go. You have it. Passion.
Okay. So, Ili says, "Why are you scared?" I'm not scared. I want to make sure I say the right thing. You know, I'm ready for the heat. I've taken heat in the past videos. I don't care. But when it comes down to what he's promoting, you're saying that you can switch on burning desire. I don't think you can, because I'm gonna give a story now.
Money's a great motivator.
I'm gonna bait myself out. Okay, I've been in a situation where I was seeing someone 2.5 years ago. She was in a different country. I matched with her on a day inside. I don't want to mention it. But we were chatting, and then within a week, we were sending voice notes and all of that. She was from Berlin, Germany. Random. So I was chatting with her for a bit. It was only within a week. I was using game to get in her mind, right? To the point where she said, "Hey, we should hang out." I'm like, "I live here and I'm a student. I don't have the money for that, but okay, we'll see what we could do." And what she told me, she said, "Don't worry, I've got a sugar daddy. He pays me to speak to him on the phone and FaceTime. I'm like, what the fuck? Bro, she said she will pay for my flight to go to her for 3-4 days. I was like, oh shit. I'm just like, hey, I'm just entertaining the conversation. I was like, okay. I'm thinking, wait, are you telling me
this is great
that you're dealing with a situation, you're a sugar daddy, but you're so invested in our conversation that you're willing to pay me to come and see you? You know, so I'm thinking that's the difference with how I see relationships. I don't want to be the other guy. I want to be the guy behind the screen, but on the other side. I'm not gonna. I don't plan on dealing with sugar babies or escorts. No.
So you don't want to be the baby.
There are two different ways.
You don't want to be the sugar daddy.
No, I don't want to be a sugar daddy. I'm saying I want to be the guy that she would alternatively pick because it doesn't even involve money. She probably has a combination of reasons why she likes me, my character, attraction, and ambition, whatever it is. Money can come in a relationship. Money keeps her around, but she didn't come with me flying my money.
How long did that last?
You get it? What?
Well, how,
did you say that? What? Now. I didn't go. I didn't go because it was around. Yeah, it was around summer 2019. Yeah, summer 2019. What was happening? Flipping COVID. So yeah, pandemic. But then we kept in touch, but I couldn't travel to Germany. And I was just entertaining. I was like, why is she telling me all this? I didn't even think this would lead to that. It was a lucid conversation. But for her to say that, I'm just like, whoa. That's your money you made. Why would you spend? Who said that? Was she clapped? No, she was decent. No, she was decent. Nah, I wouldn't be entertaining if it wasn't. It was decent. Pandemic was in 2020. Come on, mate. Don't you remember the time frame? I mean, we were speaking during the summer, and then around December, then January 2020, all of that happened. So we couldn't plan around that time. So that's why I meant summer. Yeah. But that was just my example. I wouldn't have baited myself out there. I just wanted to use that as a kind of a distinction based on how women think.
Yeah.
Do you lead with your money first and say, hey, we can have a date. I've got 1,200, like an escort service.
Yeah.
Or you pull a facade like, hey, you get to know me first, and then you figure out if I am financially stable. Because that's how most dates go. You know, no one knows who you are yet. They're attracted to you. You're confident. And that's the level of courtship that comes with it. While Kevin is like, nah, F all of that. I'm rich, bitch. Get with me. You know, I don't know. He was like, oh, yeah.
To be honest, yeah. I mean, from what I've seen, I think Kevin was married more than twice, if I can remember. Like 3 times or something.
No, he said he was divorced twice.
Oh, okay, right. Well, the thing is with Kevin, when you know, you have to look at his background, and the thing is with Kevin, guys like that who use money to attract girls, they're perfectly fine with that. I mean, Kevin is a lot older, so he probably comes from the cusp of the time when men were taught to get with women and attract them with their money, and those times women weren't allowed to divorce. You know what I mean? So there's a lot of entitlement. The thing is, nowadays, you know, he's teaching men to attract women with money, but a lot of women nowadays, they don't want a guy with money. You know what I mean? This is the weird thing. A lot of women nowadays, they just want a guy that they're attracted to. You know what I mean? And so what he's doing is he's giving people a chance who don't have the looks and don't have the personality, hence game. And he's given them a ticket to get girls.
An avenue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But the sad thing is, a lot of guys nowadays, they're not going to be able to get girls like they were before. You have to have looks now. You have to have personality. You have to be different because a lot of guys have money. A lot of guys, it's not hard to make money. You know what I mean? It's not a hard thing. Yeah, so what differentiates you from other guys? And that's what he's not teaching. That's why I don't really watch his videos.
No, for a while I was kind of blinded by the idea that he has a point, but I've gone to a point now where it looks like he would value escort service more than actual game relationship, all of that stuff.
Yeah, because it's too busy. I think it's too busy.
I get that valuing time sounds smart, But at the end of the day, what type of mentality do you have as a man? Yeah, but what type of mentality do you have as a man romantically? Are you driven by just sex? It sounds like just sex. I know that I don't need just if I want to be with someone, I don't want just sex. I want the whole package of being in a relationship.
I said the whole package.
That transaction is all is gonna give you.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but he just
whatever he's promoting.
I think he wants to build his business up, scale it all the way up. But in this current moment in time, he's not looking for anything like long term. He's just looking to,
Oh no, he's seeing someone right now. No, he said he's seeing someone right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Allows him to do
now, can we guess? Is it an escort or a person who was into him just because?
Honestly, I don't know. I can.
I
wouldn't bet my life on it.
Man.
I actually wouldn't bet my life on it.
Escort, 100%.
Oh. See, it's a weird thing for me. It's like mate, yeah, you missed it. We mentioned it.
You missed it.
Well, essentially, I still kind of stand my ground on that basis because
they were both wrong.
You can watch.
They were both wrong.
Watch the video.
They both
King
had,
G's indifferent.
Yeah, they both had some problems with their approach to the situation.
I feel like
the
other guy that tags along with him, I think his name's Ike or something, the albino Nigerian. That guy.
Oh, Ike, the Nigerian one, yeah.
That guy, yeah. I appreciate the fact that he can sing and whatever, but I'm sorry, man. You are an idiot, man. You are a punk. You are a scavenger.
How do you find these YouTubers?
Who's this?
You are a simp.
Wait. Okay, let's describe. This guy Ike. He's another YouTuber. He's associated with Kevin because there was a time when Kevin was.
What's his name?
Ike, and then his surname is like an Igbo name. I forgot it. Oglamin. Oglamin. Yeah. So he used to donate Kevin's account to super chat 400 in every stream, and so people are familiar with him on YouTube now. He makes weird, his videos are okay to other people, but I don't know how to describe it. But
he's an albino.
He described what he's cool, but I don't. Brandon, why do you have such strong views against Ike?
Because
Ike or Ike,
he's just
like turn off.
There's nothing charismatic about him. He is so boring and so distasteful and so ugly and so weird and so horrible. He's a disgrace.
Wait. We need to filter this, man. Wait. You sound like Myron.
He doesn't like this guy.
He's gonna
doesn't like this guy.
Raw and uncut. He hasn't started any beats. He's not been in any situation.
He's got a good logo as well. This guy's okay. Production value is on point.
I've tried to watch his videos. I've tried to watch his stream, and it
looks like hard
dry.
work.
He's not really saying a lot.
I'm not gonna lie. It does look like hard work to try and sit down and watch him. It seems like hard work.
Oh, yeah. Like I don't know what he talks about. That's the thing. I like to listen, and within 10 minutes, I'm still confused about what he's talking about. I don't know. But he's got a lot of money. He makes money outside of YouTube. I think he's a something engineer. I don't know what type of engineer, but he has a different YouTube channel where he teaches engineer students. So I mean, the guy makes money. That's all that matters. Maybe he's a high value man. I don't know.
Yeah. It looks like it. He should focus on his engineering group. That looks.
I think.
That looks good.
I think he wants multiple channels, multiple streams of income. I mean, it's smart, but he's loaded, so he donates to what's her name, Jessica X as well, like $400. I'm just like Jesus. Brandon, do you have anyone else to talk about?
Yeah. I mean,
we're gonna get the channel cancelled.
I've actually seen Jessica X in real life. Believe it or not.
Really?
Yeah, man. She's a little bit heavier in that picture.
Wait, I didn't even see it. Wait, what? What did you say?
She's a little bit heavier than that picture.
I'm dead.
Like she works in central London. Like,
How dare you?
Yeah, man. Yeah,
No,
okay, so
I'm tired of these people, man. I'm so tired of these people. Once I start making my videos, man, I'm done with them, man. I'm throwing them all in the bin, man. I'm sorry, man.
King G, what do you think about his approach?
Who's approach?
So you're talking about the people in this YouTube space, basically the manosphere, the Negro manosphere, all of this.
Just
going
a
on.
selection of people, just some people, you know.
Okay, and what is it about their content that kind of bothers you, or like what do they preach?
You know what it is. Yeah, like it's not even just the fact that their content is bad. It's just it's just fake. It's just nonsense. Just like there's so much people that are better than them. You know what I mean? Like, why would you actually sit and watch them? Why would you sit and watch King Richez? King Richez always talks about, like, he has to reiterate that he can talk to anyone. Oh, I can talk to anyone. I could talk to this person. Like, no one could do that.
You can't.
Like, no, you're talking.
Honestly, I tried.
You know what I mean?
I tried, man. I tried. No, I actually tried, but he struggles. But you know,
it's just weird, man. You know,
what was the question earlier? What do I think of what?
So he actually said he met Jessica X. Are you honest about this? Where did you meet her?
I saw on the tube, actually. I saw her sitting on the tube, and I didn't say anything because I think she knows what I look like. You know what I mean? So I kind of went to the other part of the train, but I saw her and she was a bit heavier than the pictures, if I'm honest.
Wow.
Wait. So you've been on her panel?
Yeah.
Okay, and what position did you take? With her views?
So, like, for example, there was a time on the panel we were talking about stay-at-home wives and things like that, and I was advocating for you can have a stay-at-home wife, and some people were disagreeing with me. You know, I was trolling a little bit, but it just seems like she's just manipulating the American audience. You know what I mean? Just for money.
Oi. Hey, look, Brandon is our troll host of the show right now. But we do not stand behind everything he says. But hey, do you? But then, so you're clearly you're saying that her content is garnered towards Americans. Is that okay? Is that a good thing?
It's garnered towards right-wing conservative people. Yeah.
Interesting. I didn't see it that way, because when I think
big audience in the passionate.
That's a passionate audience right there.
That's a smart play, because they will support you. They will pay you because they're rich. So,
but no. The space he's talking about, I would describe it, because I want to air out some stuff too. When it comes to YouTube, I've paid attention to all these little streams, and when it comes to the Americans, they're very racial. When it comes to Black American experience, all of that stuff, they get very cliquey. And Jessica has sort of tapped into this circle of listeners that want to hear someone different, like outside their space. And so she sides with, men, and in particular Black men. But in a way, it looks like it's pandering to all their needs. Like, there's a struggle between black men and women, and she keeps on saying that we have the same problems as them. I don't believe that. I think that African American issues is like their issues. We have our own issues. Don't mix it together, because I don't like how she presents it. That's my view on that. But overall, it's like, hey, do her, man. She's making the peace. She's getting the super chats. She's making,
the super chat.
It's a big platform.
But that's why I like that you have a podcast with people who have opposing views, because that way it's like people pick their favorite guy or whatever, and they back them and commentate in arguments or whatever.
Yo, Ely, hey man, you're the lone wolf in the chat right now, but this is just a regular live stream. You can keep up if you want. But anyway, overall, we covered that. Before we move on, any other things you want to hear out. CELLY?
Nah, not tonight.
Not
tonight.
Are there content creators on YouTube you listen to, you kind of resonate more with? Is it Abba Breach?
Does it have to be because I don't watch a lot of these female nature guys. I used to watch them a lot though. Don't get twisted. I watched I started off on Coach Corey Wayne and then branched out. I'm not sure if you heard of Coach Corey Wayne.
Yeah, we've been on him for years, but that was time ago.
Yeah, I started off on him and I branched out. I used to listen to Donovan Sharpe, and then I've lost interest.
I don't get the jab with John. I don't get has he changed? I don't know. He seems to be doing his thing.
I mean, I just don't. I now watch a lot of manifestations, like how to manifest, how to take yourself into the different dimensions and this and that, and that's what I'm watching. Yeah, like I'm trying to see how that works.
Wait, what? What'd you say?
Oh yeah. Let's get into this now.
Repeat what you just said. What did you just say?
I now watch. Wait, this doesn't feel right.
Repeat what you just said.
No. Basically, I now watch how to get yourself into like different dimensions and this and that. Like so, doing the work in the fifth dimension and bringing it back to the third dimension. A lot of people don't know. You don't know what I'm talking about. Fix up, bro. You ain't manifesting.
What spiritual practice is this?
It's not really a spiritual practice. It's more of what's happening when you're meditating, because apparently when you're meditating, when you meditate, you go into a different dimension, and so
you mean your mind?
Huh?
You mean when you meditate, you go into your mind?
Yeah, but
what dimension do you go? Like higher dimension? How?
Like no, I can't explain it. I can't explain it.
How are you doing it if you can't explain it?
I'm not doing it. I'm learning how to
meditate.
Oh, you're learning how to do it.
I'm starting to.
So you meditate.
On your breathing.
Yeah. Huh?
Meditation is just focusing on your breathing and then clearing your mind.
Yeah.
The act of focusing on your breathing and actually actively thinking about breathing in and out, that takes up the capacity of your mental space, allowing you to free room in your mind for you to think about other stuff.
I understand.
You don't think about anything else apart from the fact that you're breathing in.
I'm aware of the concept.
Breathing in and out. So how does that get you to a
different dimension?
That process.
I'm not sure if you heard of astral projections.
Oh, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah. So apparently, if you meditate well enough, you can actually enter that state, and that's supposed to be the third and fourth dimension coexisting together, or something like that.
Oh, that sounds like a dream I had the other night.
What's the goal then?
My dreams.
Nah, it's not really for me. It's just interesting, really. It's to get what you want in life or something like that. But it's something new age that I'm not personally doing myself. It's just something that I've been exposed to. That
what are the benefits?
For a while. Huh?
What are the benefits?
Yeah, what's the benefits?
What's the positive benefits of doing it?
I'm getting whatever you want, really. That's the benefit. Like
okay, so like law of attraction then?
Yeah, around that realm.
No. It sounds like another thing to sell to people to get them to pay money for a course, and they pay money for a little 15-minute. Pay for the course and we'll show you how to get in Scientology. Stop it. Let's just stop it.
Oh, you're hating on it, huh?
No, you're about to jump into another cult, man. Don't do this. You're about to jump into the car.
Are you paying any service to involve yourself in manifesting?
That's how it starts. And then to get you to unlock the heights of enlightenment, they charge you some stuff, man. Don't do that.
What is wrong with Ellie? What is
LL, don't do that, man. Don't do that.
My man is talking trash. Manifest some
doesn't make sense. It doesn't. I don't trust it, man. I don't trust it. Just pray.
Man said manifest some prostitutes. I'm dead. Oh Lord, it's hot in here, boy.
Pray and just do your works in the world.
Man. So yeah, sorry.
I'm a Christian, so I listen to it with one ear open. And the other ear.
Poltergeist. It's about to jump into a poltergeist. You're about to leave your body and allow a poltergeist to jump in. Don't do that. Don't do that shit.
So isn't Christianity enough for you than all these other practices? Wouldn't you be able to go into a different realm, like with Christianity, like the Holy Ghost and speaking in tongues?
Oh my gosh. Christianity is enough. Like I just look at this stuff like it's interesting how people find out this stuff.
How people lie to other people.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting how people lie to other people.
I just find it interesting how people just find out this stuff. You know, like
I know what you mean.
Have you heard of The Science of Getting Rich? Have you read that book? The Science of Getting Rich.
I mean, does it involve working for your money? Like,
yeah,
or something else?
He basically breaks it down. He basically breaks it down to a T on how you can make on how you can be rich in seconds. And basically a lot of it is to do with gratitude. A lot of it is to do with gratitude and having and having the right mindset to go in. A lot of it is to do with that. So
but does it involve working for your wealth? Like, are you grinding? Are you, or is it just in the mind?
Active effort.
Yeah. No. It takes both mind work and working in real life to actually see results.
So it's basically having the right mindset to execute. No. You know what? This is really what is the difference between people who get rich and people who don't. People who don't get rich wait for motivation to do stuff. People who get rich are disciplined and do things when they don't want to even do them because they know it's a process and they have to do the damn thing. That's the difference. People want, I'm not motivated to go to the gym today, so I won't go to the gym. Is a difference between that and I'm going to the gym because I have to go to the gym. It's part of the routine. And that routine is going to make sure that I excel in life.
So a question I want to ask everyone on the panel: do you all want to be rich? Do you all want to strive to wealth, or you have a different path? I do too.
Yes.
Sally? Okay. Yeah. Brandon?
I want to be rich.
You want to be rich? All right. How far would you want to go with it? Is there a specific amount of money you want to be earning annually?
Threshold.
Or is there a threshold for you?
For
do you want to be comfortably rich, or do you want to just keep going?
For me, the minimum I would like to earn per month would be, preferably like £100,000 a month, preferably as the minimum. But then I want it to increase all the time as long as I'm dead.
Mine's 5K. Mine's 5. Give me a minimum of 5K. I'll do damage.
A month or
5K a month.
A month. 5K. That's just what, 60K?
Yeah.
That's so much.
Okay.
That's a lot of money.
I mean, after taxes?
After tax?
After tax, yeah.
After tax. 5K after tax.
After tax is 50. So it could be like 80 to 90K salary wise.
100K is looking.
So that will be seen as rich to you. Like,
yeah.
Okay. How are you going to make
that amount of money too? But I just want to.
What?
No. Really, Brandon meant annually. and CELLY is saying monthly. So
no, I meant monthly. I meant 100K.
Okay.
You're gonna make
Okay.
100K a month.
Yeah.
You're gonna make 100K a month by starting a business.
Yeah,
is
I want to know this
valuable
way.
to
How
customers.
sway? Yeah.
Consumers,
tell us
give the
your
people what they
blueprint.
want. Give the people what they want.
Yeah, man. So for me, it's just very simple. You know, depending on the position you're in. If you're like me, you're working a 9-to-5 job. Just work and try and get the highest salary you can. And once you get the highest salary you can, just go 1 or 2 years, save as much money as you can, and then invest that money into something. Whilst starting maybe something else on the side, like YouTube channel, or to invest. So you wanna use the money that you get from your job to invest into assets, and then you want to create your own brand to do with you. So you can sell clothes, you can make YouTube videos of things you're interested in, and that can also help you become more interesting person. So that's how you become wealthy, in my opinion. Plus, you have various different ways.
Sound like Fresh and Fit.
Yeah, various different ways. So it's just up to you how creative you are.
I say there's a lot of stuff. Either you can take the entertainment route, be entertainer. That's always good money. Or start a business that is valuable to people.
Success rate is a big.
Look for a niche. And or you do tried and tested businesses like all this Amazon's, the drop shipping or the business. It takes about 6 years of actual hard work for you to actually see like profitable results. But if you're willing to put in that work, you can do it. But most people don't want that discipline, and they don't want that work ethic to put in. Like I know at least 2 people who've put in effort, like maximum effort on drop shipping and all this other stuff. And now the businesses practically run themselves. They only work half days, like 8 to 2 at the most. And everything's that they're getting up to thousands of customers a month. At the height of the business, one of the people I know was getting 8,000 customers a month. Think about that. 8,000 customers. That's you're living good. And this person used to be a chef. Used to be a chef. Just that's simple, chef. And then started doing this business on the side, no sleep, gang, sleeping on the couch type stuff. You know what I mean? And he grinded.
King G. This is like a third time you mentioned this guy. Maybe you should bring him on because it will inspire a few people. Trust me.
I tell you, he's not the most talkative character.
Okay. So you can interview him, like get it out of him.
He's very like stoic and business minded. Like he doesn't really he's a man of like few words. Like he just does what he needs to do and executes. You know what I mean? He doesn't really think about it too much. Although he does say those were probably the hardest, like those 6 years at the beginning of the business, the hardest years of his life, because he just, again, the discipline. He knew what he wanted to do. He knew he could do it as long as he stayed with it, and he stuck with it, and he won. Now
Illy, you got a big mouth, Illy. You need to watch yourself. But that's honestly, there are people who are built for that.
No. See, he says drop shipping is shit, mate. Yes, you know why it's shit? Because most people start and quit before anything happens. You think it's gonna work for you in a month? You think it's gonna work for you in a year?
Working out.
No. You think it's gonna work for you? You think it's gonna work for you in a year and a half? Maybe. You think it's gonna work for you in 2 years? You might start to see maybe a few returns on your profits, yeah. But there was this girl, This girl was interviewed by this guy on YouTube. I'll call his name. And she's a teen. She's 19, and she started dropshipping business when she was 18. Oh no, she was 18. Sorry, when she was 16. And she grinded it. She grinded it, and now she's making 30K a month. 30K a month. She's chilling, and she's 19. Think about it. She said she started doing it with friends, and her friends gave up on it because they didn't see profits, and she didn't see profits for the first year. No profits. She was making losses, and then eventually those losses became smaller. Eventually, she started making profit.
That's the idea.
Same with like Airbnb. If you have a house, a good house, you Airbnb it, This is what you do, You sell those rooms, you Airbnb out for cheap, so you don't make money off them. But the point is, you get good reviews. Those reviews will propel more people to book your location. And when you get more people booking your location, then you slowly bump up the prices and you see profits. And now those long-lasting reviews are pushing you. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
People don't.
Oh, that you just gave me a business idea.
Yeah. People don't think about that. People don't think about that. They always think about, oh, I'm just gonna start a business, and then I'm gonna put the price at this. I'm gonna make money. No, you start the business, you make the price this, and people put reviews, and then when you start getting popular and people actually listen with you, then you start increasing prices slowly and surely, and then you make money. People don't think about these things. They just think, oh, I can do it. I can do it. People always think this, yeah. People always overestimate what they can do in a year, but underestimate what they can do in 5 years. So if you take that thing you want to do in the year and stretch it over 5 years, you can do it. But people always want that quick. Oh, I'm going to do this in a year. I'm going to do it. No.
That's
take
the problem.
Your time, long it out, and grind it, and you will be able to do it. People don't want to sit there doing the thing. Like, it's crazy. But hey,
I don't get why people avoid lengthy ways of progressing your lifestyle, your career, essentially, because this is going to take 5 years. I don't want to do it. If you know the end result is going to exceed what you plan to earn, then why would you avoid it just because it takes another 4 years? I noticed that back when we were younger, like early 20s, like people would always worry that, oh my gosh, I don't want to spend 10 years doing this thing just to reach a certain salary. And I mean, you can do a lot more during that time frame. Why do you think that a lengthy course or a lengthy program is going to deter you from life? Like, you have a long life to live. Do you want to be stuck in one position for the rest of your life, or complain about how long this is going to take you to level you up? So why don't avoid it? I mean, that's your time well invested, so yeah, I agree with that.
And what does Illy say? He said, so do you have a business? No, I don't have a business.
It sounds personal.
But you know what I do have, Illy? Is I have a plan. The plan is in motion. I'm saving up my capital, raising equity. That equity is going to go into buying a house. That house is going to be rented out. Guess what I'm going to do after that? Raise more equity, buy another house, Airbnb that other second house, use that money from that
Keep
Airbnb
your plans to yourself.
to raise.
Don't fall for Ellie. Give your plans to yourself.
No. Because people need.
This is good. This is good content.
I'm sharing knowledge. You know what I mean? I'm not the type to keep knowledge to myself. Like, bro, if you wanna, but I know most people are not gonna do it. You know why? Because they're lazy. That's why they're not gonna do it. They're gonna he chat. Yeah, don't do it, mate. Stay where you are. But for me, I'm putting that shit into practice. And the thing is, I know it's not going to happen overnight. I know it's the long game. Same with Kevin Hart. He was a comedian for 10 years before he blew up. It doesn't happen overnight, but you stick with it. And eventually it will come through. So follow your process. And that's that.
I mean, it's not just passively sticking with it. That person is obviously grinding. A lot of people just stay in the same place because they're comfortable there. But if you're someone who, it's taking you a while to get somewhere, but you have a plan. Go with it. Go with it. Don't give up. Hey, man, it's all about what's in here.
Here's the thing, yeah. Just on another note, people don't even want to try, and that's the thing. Like, I was listening to a podcast with what's his name, Jordan Peterson, and he was talking to another professor, and they're talking about how people don't even want to fail to understand what they need to correct to succeed. You see what I'm saying? People don't want to get to the point of failure to understand, that's where I went wrong. Let me go back. Let me go back a step.
Try again.
Do that and do it this way and see what happens. The more you do and the more you fail, the less likely you have to fail in the future again, because now you know what not to do. But people don't want to take the risk. They don't want to take the risk.
Anyway, you can buy businesses and things like that. Like there's many ways you can make money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's loads of ways you can make money. There's limited ways. For sure. So it's just up to you now how creative you are, like I said before.
And the thing is, and the thing as well is, not a lot of people don't know that you can actually approach, them people, these people that sell on stalls on weekdays. Yeah, like they sell on stores, and that you can actually approach their business and buy it off them as well. You guys didn't know that?
Clearly there are different avenues of making money, and people just need to
look. Man goes,
he's hating.
Jordan Peterson is shit, mate. But guess what, Illy? He's richer than you. That's the thing. This is the
thing.
This is the thing. People always think like, oh, that person's shit. But if they're making more money than you, clearly they're doing something you're not doing. And clearly they're doing something right. So don't just assume, oh, that person's shit. No. See what they're doing and try, if anything, try and replicate what they're doing in a way that can make you some money. So if you're not going to learn from it, he's shit, but he's making more money than you. That's all I have to say. But still, illy, you have a chance. You have a chance. You know, the world is your oyster. Make it your oyster. Work with it. Learn from people. That's all I say. Everybody has a lesson to teach, and if you take the right lesson from that person, you can succeed. But most people look at other people like, oh, that person's rich. I don't want to take their advice because they're giving shit advice. Like, mate, if someone is richer than you, open your ears, because clearly they know something you don't. If you're out here broke claiming you know more than someone else,
this guy all right?
He's a mess. Don DeMarco. Yeah,
this guy all right.
No, illy. That doesn't mean shit.
Just when there's a child making more money.
I should censor this.
Yeah, you should. But look, this way. Let's play devil's advocate. Yeah. If you play devil's advocate, yeah, it's not right, illy. It's not right that people can do that baking, but clearly they're willing to take crazy risks for monetary gain. Not right, but they're willing to take a risk. That's crazy, though. That's crazy. That's a bad example, illy. But still, I'm pretty sure Jordan Peterson is not doing anything crazy right here, like child trafficking. But it is what it is.
Why did he even mention that? That's actually weird.
My man, he took the extreme side. The truth lies in the middle, Ely. Don't take the extreme, my guy.
Clearly. Yeah, so let's go back to topic as well. Like in accordance to that, when it comes to working hard for what you want, right? Okay. Before we go on, you want to get him back? Yeah, let's go.
It's not a bad example. The logic is, if someone is richer than you, you should listen to them. This is what I'm saying. Look, if someone
you should come on. You should come on now on the panel.
If someone is richer than you, yeah, you should listen to them. If they're a criminal, yeah, obviously they're doing criminal things. And if you don't want to get into that line of work, obviously that's on you. You want to get into that line of work. But in terms of like, be sensible. I'm not saying. Like, you're just taking it for what it is, but I'm assuming you are a human being here with some type of common sense of you actually listen to people who are credible, not child traffickers, bro. Like, what are you on? Like, what is this? I'm pointing out how flawed it is, bro. Come on, you're taking an extreme, like, bro. Who was talking about child trafficking? Clearly, you just come out the left wing.
Clearly, it's not about how wealthy the person is. Where the success comes from. Jordan Peterson is a
if you see someone is legitimately successful,
to be honest, I just want to say, if someone is rich, it doesn't mean all the time you should listen to them, because
understood.
Because for example, I'm not going to mention this person's name. There's a guy on YouTube. He's telling you can get properties with no money down deals or some nonsense like that.
Who is it? I know who it is. I know.
Yeah, and he's only really making money from the courses. He ain't really making, like, you know what I mean? Like, he himself is not making money from properties. It's from courses and from scamming people.
From it. But that's what you take from it. He's a scammer.
Oh, so King G, are you saying that you can be inspired by scammers as well?
No. I'm not saying you can be inspired by scammers. I'm saying he's using his business model is teaching people stuff. So you take, so he make money off teaching people stuff. I have a skill or I have a knowledge of a certain thing. Let me teach people that and make money off that knowledge. That's exactly what you take from it. But people, let me also scam. No. If he's making money off the courses, make a credible, valuable course and sell it. There you go. Make your money.
You want to scam now, huh? Nigerian scammers had 419. I understand what you're saying.
I like interacting with the chats. So does it matter where the money comes from?
Let's bring the heat.
It matters for me where it matters for me where the money comes from. But I'm not a policeman of other people. Like, bro, I know this world is corrupt. I know it will always be corrupt. I know there will always be people doing dirty things in the side. So I'm not here to control what all these other people doing because I know it's gonna happen anyway. So I'm just gonna make sure I keep myself right, and I know where my money's coming from is right, and I'm good. That's it.
But then, are you saying you would be inspired by someone even if their background, their wealth background, can be fishy? You know. Is that what you're saying? Is that if you on a certain level?
I wanna do things by I wanna do things by legitimate means. So people who are rich, who've done things by legitimate means, will be sources of contact for me. You see what I'm saying? If you are a criminal and you want to do criminal activity, rich criminals will be your point of contact. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, clearly.
You see what I'm saying? So if you have an idea of where you want to be, you look at the people who are at where you want to go and kind of see how they got there and just kind of, replicate the formula, I guess.
Look what Ili's saying. Why are you chatting about how to make business money, but you ain't? It's not. That's not what he's saying. Okay, you say.
Why are you chatting about making business money, but you ain't doing it yourself? But that's what I said I was doing. Ili's not listening. He's not listening.
He's not listening. He just responded to argue.
I literally laid out my plan. But anyway, Ili, I'm done.
He says,
probably
listen.
So far by your logic, I shouldn't listen. Hey, listen to who you want to, Ili. Do what you gotta do, bro.
Like no one's supposed to.
You're your own person.
No, bro. You say you have a plan. Yo, this guy is
I said I have a plan.
This guy is on your heart.
I said I have a plan, and what's happening with that plan? It's in motion. What did I say? I'm raising my equity to do what?
Stop it, guys.
Are you gonna take this?
No. Did I say
it's a violation?
Guys, it's coming for
I wasn't taking it. That was you.
It's coming for you.
Come on,
bro. Allow it. You're broke.
Like, do you know his life?
No, I'm broke.
Do you know his life? Are you broke? Even?
I'm broke with a 3090 in my computer.
Oh, flexing. Oh,
I'm broke. I'm broke. You know what I mean? I have 3 monitors. I'm broke.
Hey, Anthony, where are you from? So,
laptops.
I'm broke. Are you from the US, Anthony? How's the real estate game in the UK?
I've got 2
address,
phones. I'm broke. I've got a corporate card. I'm broke. I work for one of the biggest firms in the world. I'm broke.
Does anyone have an answer to real estate in the UK? What do you think overall in comparison to the US?
I mean, real estate is still quite expensive in the UK. It's
very expensive.
You need to know where to do it in the right places. You know what I mean? Obviously, outside of London, in Liverpool is a good place. Manchester is a good place. Northumbria is a good place. Ireland is a good place. So you have to know where to put your money. Stay away from London, you'll be fine.
Stay away from London. Okay. So is anyone on the panel content on just renting a place rather than actually buying and going on mortgage? Anyone? Nope.
Just renting.
But then, just renting. Nope.
I thought about it. I thought about it. I'm still thinking about it now.
Yeah. But what would you rather have? Let's say if you worked your way up to earning enough, like would you just leave it on renting or put your money down in the house?
I'd rather buy it outright. I prefer because me personally, I don't like to buy things on credit, if that makes sense. Which is what mortgaging is, isn't it? It's just buying a house on credit.
That shit's funny.
Just buy a house on credit. So I personally don't like that. So I personally, if that was my only option, whether to either rent or buy a house on mortgage, I'd rather rent. I know a lot of people say that mortgages and this and that, but unless you know your money, where your money is coming from, unless you have a tight ship on your money, I would never recommend you buying, because if you lose that, if it gets foreclosed, it's peak, because you can lose your job at any moment. If it gets foreclosed, it's peak, because you lose the house, and all that investment that you've been putting in is gone as well.
There's pros and cons, yes.
Yeah, so that's where I would prefer. I would prefer to rather rent than get a mortgage. But that's me.
Really? That's interesting.
Yeah. Unless I'm buying.
Unless majority of people think this way.
Like I said, when you have the money, unless you can turn up to the house and say 150 grand, okay, here you go, buying. That's it, it's yours. And pay it. If you can't do that, then
back it fully cash.
Yeah.
So I suppose, Caleb, you don't believe in financing cars either.
Nah.
Okay,
Rentals.
So you believe no debt, zero debt, pay everything cash.
Yeah.
But how do you improve your credit rating?
That's a real Nigerian right there. That's a real Nigerian. You know what I mean?
Is that my dad raised me?
You must be. That's the original Nigerian. Right.
Actually, you know what? He doesn't even need the credit rating because he doesn't even borrow. So there's no way.
No, it's true. It's true. It's 100% true. Really like it's only my mom that got me into credit card, and I wish I never got into it, because I've always said, like, if I was left to make my own mistakes, I would have been fine. But I would have been fine.
So is there a thing where you feel you were led into something you didn't plan on leaving?
Yeah.
You know, you're saying that your mom led you into it. Okay.
Yeah. It's mainly my mom that brought in credit and like made me try it that way, which I didn't really know about, because all I knew was the only thing that my dad taught me that was of value was never spend what you don't have. That's what it says. Don't never ever spend any. If you don't have it, don't spend it. So that's what I was brought up with, and I wish I was given a chance to experiment with that and you know continue with that mentality, because it's really valuable here.
The thing is, I mean, I didn't know it was a Nigerian thing. I haven't touched credit cards yet. I don't plan on touching them yet, but I would definitely go into it, not to spend on, but I would want to build my credit. I wouldn't want to rely on it in any way. So I haven't even touched it yet. I guess it's from my parents too, but I didn't think it was a Nigerian thing. The fact that Brandon pointed that out is weird. I did not know. I haven't touched credit yet, you know. But yeah, King G, are you using your credit? Are you building it up? Have you reached the max?
Yeah. No, not the max yet.
Okay,
you're in debt, man. I can tell you're in debt. Brandon, that's the debt face, man. That's the debt face.
You didn't give it a chance.
What? Well, obviously, I'm a student. Every student is in debt. Like, former student is in debt. How many years have we been at uni? How many years have we been at uni? Like, how many years?
I
think 4 years. No, 4 years, isn't it? 4 years. Yeah, 4 years out of uni. Yeah, still in debt.
Undergrad.
Yeah, still in debt.
Yeah.
I'm like,
well, there's student debt, and then there's like overall what?
Oh no, I don't have that debt. Really? I don't have like no. I don't like I'm tight with money. Holidays, even like
you're careful.
Going on holidays, like I find it tough to actually spend my money on a holiday. I'm like, maybe not. I'd rather stay home. Like I'd rather stay and work than go on holiday. Like to me, I've never gone on holidays in my life, so it doesn't make sense to me.
Just stay at home, have a wank in it.
Yeah, why not, mate? Let's look at it. Yeah, have a good time, you know. I could watch the holiday location on my fucking iPhone or whatever, on the computer, or whatnot, the TV.
I thought you said wash your willy. Oh, no, man, no.
Oh my God! Selected hearing over here, Brandon. What's going on? But yeah, no,
that's insane. But yeah, beyond that, this was a great conversation. I want to let's sum it up in the next 10 minutes. What we've discussed. So when it comes to sex work, who is in favor for themselves, and then with that, along with that, do you agree with it in society? Should men continue to rely on sex work, on escorting? King G, you first.
I honestly, I don't care what happens. Because I I have learned both. Like I've learned the skills necessary to survive in the world, communication, whatnot. So whether people use it or not, I don't care.
So you're saying you don't need sex? You
no, I
don't need sex at all.
I don't need to.
You don't. Yeah, sorry, you don't need sex work. Okay, yes.
I don't need it. But if it's available, yeah, it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, CELLY aka Caleb. Your views on sex work, escorting, in any form.
In any form, I don't approve of it personally. I think it's one of those professions that you tend to do because you don't have much option around you, or you just want to piss off your parents.
Okay,
it's one of the two.
It's like a guy doing
Okay.
Why did you say that?
Anyway. Oh my gosh! All right, Brendan, your view on
my view, on
sex
escorts.
Yeah, escorts, prostitutes, all of them.
Yeah, I think that in itself, man. Once you touch that, there's never going back. Yeah, like I said, you got the websites there, you got everything there. So once you do it once or twice, it's going to be addicting because for a fact you probably might not be able to get a girl with an arse like that or a girl that looks like that. You know what I mean? So this is the dangerous thing. This is why I say you should only do it if you want to go on a holiday and you want to enjoy yourself. You want to hire an escort in Brazil or something because you can't get a girl like that, or you know what I mean. When you're on a holiday, it's easy to get laid. You know what I mean? So it's not an issue. But in this country, in your normal Western country, no, man, because you're gonna get addicted to it, and once you're addicted to it, that's it. So I don't recommend it. It's very dangerous.
Yeah, you're gonna think about the effort you have to put in, and then you're gonna be like, I got £50 in my pocket. I might as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Because the courting process, right? You feel like it just takes too much time if you're traveling or on holiday. Okay.
If on holiday, having a good time in it, so it's like part of the process. I guess that's what you say.
Don't waste time. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And yeah, my view is I'm not in favor of sex work. Like for myself, I just think, I've got enough experience to get it for free, or the other way. Because people say that, when it comes to escort service, it's pretty much the same thing as going on a date with a woman, or when you spend money on a date. But you think about that, that's kind of silly when people say that. It's like, okay, an average hooker, a high-end hooker could be £1,200 versus a date with someone.
What? £1,200?
Yeah. Like a proper clean escort, yes, for a night.
1,200, bro. What?
Yeah, that money can go somewhere else.
What would you be paying?
No, you just search this up. I mean, you can, of course, go as low as £5 and £10 in a Liverpool street or something, but majority of people who are into sex work would spend that much, like once every 3 weeks or something. Yeah.
I might say that's cheap, Anthony.
That's cheap. See, he knows his thing.
The big bucks.
Yeah. But that transactional sex, I don't see it in my life. It just doesn't stimulate me the same way. It wouldn't. So no for me. And I would encourage my friends around me to not, work on game and not rely on sex so much. It shouldn't cost that much. These prices there. I know this because I did my research, mate. There's Google,
Google search.
Yeah, come on. All right, yeah. But overall, that was it. Any other point on the YouTube beef so that those who missed it can hear us say it? Whose side are you on? Is there any side, to be honest, when it comes to Fresh and Fit and Abba and Preach?
I will continue to watch both their content and enjoy.
Oh, subscribe. Continue to watch.
I'm subscribed to both. I'm continuing to watch both. They both have the merits in certain, like they both have their places in certain places. Like it's like eating sushi and then going to an Italian restaurant. You want something different sometimes. So I'm subscribed to both.
But what if that other content just keeps on pumping out more hate videos for the other? Wouldn't it be boring?
I just watch it to keep myself updated, you know, like just to see what's going on, you know, just to see the heat, you know, because I don't. When it gets hot in the kitchen, I want to see what the heat's at, what heat is going on. So you know,
yeah. Celly, you too. Like you kind of picked a side, but how do you see it? Would you still watch both?
I still watch both. I like Fresh and Fit, and like I said to you, I like especially Fresh, especially knowing that he's got a starter, and you can pretty much tell he's got a starter. And so for someone like that who's got a starter, because I've got a starter as well. So seeing people like that and they're continuing achieving, I will continue supporting them. Yeah,
and it's entertaining stuff. So it's not like they're
definitely
bringing out content. Yo, Brandon, do you watch these channels at all?
Yeah,
and if
I
you
watch
do,
Fresh and Fit from when he used to make videos of Locario. When you first had a couple of hundred.
That's way back.
Way back. I was one of the first people. I actually called him up once. So I've been watching them since they had 100 subscribers and all that stuff. You know, in the beginning.
Well, he's in the knees. He's not more. He's in the knees. Okay.
I respect it. You know what I mean? I respect it. I mean, I've been Miami before. Yeah, I know how it is. You know what I mean? Like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like you can the American market can really net you some money if you know if you have the bars, you know what I mean? You have the bars. You definitely do well. For sure.
Spit. Yeah. Mouthpiece.
I'm like, did you go spring break, Brandon? Is that when you went?
Did I go spring break? Nah, I didn't go spring break, nah.
Okay. That is.
I went around Christmas time.
Oh, calm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So you watched Locario as well?
Yeah. I watched Locario. Yeah, trolled him as well. Loads of times.
Oh, you trolled Locario.
I got videos I can
see. He's been around for ages. Wow, okay. Send the link to it.
I've been about, man.
Yeah. Locario was around 2012, 2013 on YouTube, but he grows slow in terms of
2008, I think.
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's been around, but he's doing okay. Overall, everyone knows my view. I mean, I do enjoy both platforms. That's why I discussed it. I'm in defense of Fresh and Fit because it seems as if, you know, Urban Preach or a bigger platform, they used the advantage they had, and the editing was amazing. They knew what they were doing, and you know, that's how it is. Yeah, Fresh and Fit messed up, and they acknowledged that, and that's a good thing. And yeah, everyone should just move on and get on with life. It's not that deep. But other than that,
you know, it's funny.
Thanks for listening. Yeah.
Oh, it's just funny how they were saying that it's not that deep, and then like what's his name? What's the guy's name? Urban Preach. They're saying, "Oh, it's not that deep." We just kind of threw it as a comment, and then now they're taking it to this far. It's deep now.
Because you mentioned my wife. Yeah, okay. He apologized. You mentioned my wife. Okay.
Nah,
I get it.
I'm sorry.
They apologized.
I would go.
It was in the moment
as well. I would go put your thoughts on them as well. You know, I would go.
Yeah, but they want them to crumble.
Also, you know, Christian.
I'm a Christian. Until the gloves come out.
I get the impression his wife is away or something.
What?
That's I'm thinking. Hey, I'm not trying to say it, but what Brandon just said was maybe it's true. But let's not move.
Maybe what's true? We've never seen
that. Wait. What, Brandon? What did you say? What did you say?
His wife might be a whale.
We've never seen that. Maybe that's why he's so offended because it's true.
Exactly. But let's leave it because if she was thin, like a model, he'll be like, "What are you talking about? You don't know." Maybe
you would just post a picture and said, "Yeah, blah blah blah." Yeah. Okay.
That could be a point, but let's leave it there.
I'm joking.
Hey, no. See, people are hating it. But beyond that, this was a great stream, guys. We hit the 2-hour mark. I am ready for the next one, to be honest. we can go on and on. But
hey, man,
this
was a good show. Illy on, man, my guy. Yeah, I like energy.
Really. We should have an open panel. You had the option to come on, but hey, you can come on next time. Tune in, hopefully next Sunday. But we'll let you guys know in heads up. Please subscribe. Thank you for liking it as well. Tune in for us again. Go for another 10 hours. Boy, we actually did nearly 10 hours last time. Wasn't it 6 hours?
Yeah, we
need to stay strict.
Some people left and came back. It was that long.
Yeah, that was lit. So we will definitely do a marathon another time, but we'll try and keep a structure every week. But yeah, thanks guys. Thanks for tuning in. Anthony, Ely, whoever else was watching. There were 5 viewers, but cheers again.
Every little help,
hey, we'll do that.
Yeah, man.
Peace out. This is not your average Joes from the Duke, KingGDB, Celly, and Brandon. Peace.
Yo, peace.
Peace.